Most people try hard to keep up. New trends, styles, slangs, or even opinions. But some people do the exact opposite. They do not chase what is popular. They do not care what everyone else is wearing, saying, or liking. And strangely, they seem more calm because of it. So why do some people ignore trends completely? Psychology says this is not random. It often shows something deeper about their personality, mindset, and emotional security. Today we'll break down why some people stay true to themselves instead of following what's popular, and why they never feel the need to follow the crowd. The first reason is simple. They value being themselves more than trying to fit in. People like this usually have a strong sense of individuality. They know who they are, and they do not let culture tell them who to be. They are not trying to be different just to stand out. They simply trust their own taste. This means they rely less on external validation and more on their own judgment. In psychology, this is often connected to self-concept clarity. That means they have a clear idea of who they are, what they like, and what matters to them. Because of that, they do not feel pressured to copy others. The second reason is self-awareness. People who ignore trends usually think more carefully before they act. They ask themselves, do I actually like this? Not, will people approve of this? That is a big difference. They do not live for social approval. They are more independent in how they think and choose. This also makes them less affected by FOMO, the fear of missing out. They do not feel anxious just because everyone else is doing something. They are comfortable, going their own way. The third reason is emotional security. A lot of people follow trends because they want to feel accepted. They want to feel like they belong. But people who ignore trends do not need that constant reassurance. Their self-esteem is more stable. They do not need every choice to be seen, liked, or praised. That kind of emotional security makes them less anxious and less dependent on outside approval. Instead of wasting energy trying to fit in, they focus on what actually matters to them. The fourth reason is that they are deep thinkers, not passive consumers. They do not accept everything they see online. They question things. They reflect before they copy. They think before they join. In psychology, this is similar to having an internal locus of evaluation. That means they judge their choices based on their own values, not on public opinion. So, while others may follow what is trending, they choose what feels real and lasting to them. And the fifth reason is that they understand the illusion behind trends. They know that social media can create artificial pressure. It makes people feel like they are behind if they do not buy, wear, or follow the newest thing. But people who are grounded do not fall for that as easily. They understand that a lot of trends are built to trigger comparison, insecurity, and desire. So instead of chasing the next wave, they protect their peace. At the end of the day, people who ignore trends are not simply out of touch. More often, they are more self-aware, more emotionally stable, and more confident in who they are. They do not need to look like everyone else to feel valuable. They do not need to follow the crowd to feel secure. And they do not need constant attention to know their worth. That is not weakness. That is real confidence. If you have ever felt this way, you are not behind. You may just be thinking for yourself. Subscribe if you want more videos that break down the psychology behind everyday behavior.